Welcome. We're awake. We weren't even 30 seconds late. Woof, we got a tough crowd. Mike said you got to wake Dan and Sam up.
No, I was napping.
No, we're good. We're good here. Welcome, you guys, on your way in, whether it's live right now or later in the show, or if you come back to watch on replay. If you could, man, I got a eyebrow hair that's in my periffs.
Your eyebrow hairs get long.
Yeah, they're crazy. But as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by my eyebrow hair.
I was like, by who?
My eyebrow hair. Hit that thumbs up on the stream, and if you'd like to share it out, we're gonna have some fun tonight. I'm Dan. This is my wife, Sam.
Hi.
Sam, how you doing on this Wednesday night?
I'm great.
Awesome. Announcement: Erica's here.
Erica!
Yeah, the eyebrow hairs. So I trim my eyebrow hairs like once a week. Those things grow like crazy. And
It's true.
Yeah, they're nuts. Like if
I feel like you've had an eyebrow hair that like reached below your eye.
It's possible. If I let it go, it would immediately.
You're going to be that old man with the crazy eyebrows.
Yeah. When you take care of your like beard health, it takes care of all your hair health. So you got to remember that, guys. Got to be careful. But welcome everybody that's coming in right now. And hey, we got some great questions, some great topics. Erica, I got you right there. This show is started as the concept of people send in pictures of their beard and we help them with whatever advice they're looking for. Do they have a problem? Are they reaching a goal? Do they need some feedback? Do they want to send in an update? And to be on the show, it's pinned in the chat. It's in the description and it'll be at the scrolly at different points. It's beardadvicelive@gmail.com. That's the email you send in. It's entirely free. But how has this grown over the last year or so, Sam? What else is new to the show?
We take other questions, life questions, love questions, kid questions,
eyebrow questions. It's still there. We got to get serious on it.
Don't put your hat on backwards.
It's sideways.
Stop.
She likes it on backwards.
The Coug is watching.
Hey, yo, somebody. So I put up a story. Kevin, I'm going to out you here. Amber's husband. I put up a story that was like, whatever you focus on is what you attract. And he said, cougars.
Oh, my God.
I said, guilty. So Sam's going to, easy now here. So, yes. Yep, absolutely. Guaranteed you should ask Sam the eyebrow question. She knows what's up.
Got those eyebrows.
Yep. Yeah, Mircha tried Johnny Ray. I know it's going to be a good fit there. And Brian, Deadman says, Dan pulled through for me and Deadman's again today. Dan puts in so much work behind the scenes, guys. He's absolutely invaluable to all of us small batch owners. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, I told Sam about the convo and just like it's just such interesting stuff. And yeah, I always got your back. And as always, man, and Deadman's the sponsor tonight, guys. We'll talk about them. I have nothing but just entire like happiness working with Deadman's, respect working with Brian. It's so awesome and such a great recommendation for me for you guys. And we do have some oils to break down today. Sam gave like a little appetizer a couple weeks ago, but now we get to fully talk about it. So that will be awesome. All right. So, again, guys, this is Beard Advice Live, but you can ask any questions. If you want to ask it throughout the show, we will do our best to click on those questions, those topics, and get to them. We don't have a ton of entries tonight, which is entirely fine. We like all aspects. We like the entries.
We like yapping.
Yeah, we like talking. So whatever needs to work, we got, you guys. But to begin, we do have a good starting topic here. Play therapy. So let me set the stage and then you'll give your take on it.
Okay.
Violet, our 4-year-old daughter, is extreme. She's extreme in everything she does. And I know a lot of people talk about their daughters being sassy and having attitudes and temper tantrums. Violet, it's in her DNA. It's in her genes. She does not have the ability to agree with us. She doesn't have the ability to listen to us. I mean, I'm talking on the simplest, silliest things. Never in a million years would be like, hey, Violet, go do this, without attitude back, without something. So there's a lot there, and it's been getting worse and worse in public especially. So we looked into options. And one that we found that we really like is called play therapy, where she sees a therapist. They work on certain things like transitioning between one activity to the next, and they do it through play. So it's not sitting down and lecturing a 4-year-old or tell me about your feelings. It's very, very good. And the initial meeting that you guys heard about, we were blown away by the therapist.
Yeah.
She was awesome. So Violet on Tuesday had her first play therapy session. Thoughts, experiences?
Well, so her therapist came out. She said she did really well. She was so excited to go. We got there. She was like a little bit nervous because we don't go back with her. She just kind of does her own thing. But then, she went back. She saw the play kitchen, got so excited to be there. And then when she left, she gave her a hug and was like, when do I get to go back? Is it tomorrow? And she goes weekly. But
all right, pause real quick. Celebrity in the building. Mr. Flint 810. Do you know who this is?
Pete away.
Dennis. What's up,
I couldn't
Dennis?
remember.
So this is one of our favorite humans on the planet, guys. He works at Pete Away, where Sam and I frequent, and we may or may not have went to lunch today. And Dennis just always has the biggest smile on his face. He's so welcoming,
so kind.
So kind. And he's a content creator himself. I've shouted him out to you guys before. If you're into wrestling, please give Mr. Flint 810 a follow. Just a great dude. If you love our vibes, if you love the feel of this channel and this community, this is an extension of that from a different side of content. So I just had to stop real quick. He told us he was going to stop in, but I didn't know if he actually would. So Dennis, you're the man, dude. And yeah, absolutely, man. Can't wait to chat with you. Hey, whoa, man. Look at Mike, dude. Mike L just donated 10 memberships.
Thank
you,
you,
Mike. Thank you, man. I hope you guys are staying warm down there. We've got our first real storm kind of coming in.
Please be a snow day tomorrow.
I would not be mad at that at all.
I wouldn't either.
Turn the alarms
Sleep
off.
in.
Woo!
I don't have to make. One of my biggest morning annoyances is making the kids lunch.
Yeah.
Every day, I have to make lunch.
I make the breakfast.
I hate it.
She at least gets a buffer of a half an hour. I can let her sleep in all cozy.
I need sleep.
I got to go do the breakfast and all that stuff.
But we made a deal. You make lunches on Thursdays because I stay up late to do the show with you.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
That's the reminder. Come on, snow day. But Dylan,
it transfers.
He covers professional wrestling, so WWE and that kind of stuff. All right. Dennis politely interrupted us here, so we are back. So to set the stage again, we are starting play therapy with Violet. Had her first day on Tuesday.
Yeah. And so she finished, and she was so excited to go back, and we were super hopeful that we'd go out to eat afterwards, and she's just a terror. She was so bad at the restaurant, and we're like, oh no. And we know, therapy takes a while to kick in and do things, especially for a young kid who doesn't really understand her feelings. But it was just a funny thing that she was just insanely bad at the restaurant. It was just the three of us.
Yeah, immediately after. But she loved it. She had fun. She's starting to speak about it in ways that are encouraging. She doesn't know the nameplate. We don't try to hide it. We don't try to change the words. I don't think anybody should, right? Make it normal, make it comfortable to say therapy and therapist. And so we say all those things, but she's 4, so she doesn't have that vocabulary yet. And she'll say, what is the place where I try to go to help with my parents and stuff like that. So she's starting to get the concept of it, and it's going to take time, but I believe it will sink in, and she's going to
I think it's going to be good.
Yep. And 100%, Tony, she isn't really a shy person or a nervous person. She got kind of nervous walking in. It was kind of cute. It's rare to see that side of her.
Never seen before. A nervous Violet.
The only times is if she puts on a show. If there's somebody, she'll act like she's shy, but we know it's a show. This one, she actually was a little nervous, but then handled it like a pro. We didn't have to go in at all. And so, we are excited. We're patient. We know it's going to take time. And at the end of the day, if it's nothing, hey, at least we tried. We put our best foot forward as parents, and we're not... and I see people, I know I get all the comments. I saw somebody about their mom's therapy was a stick that they hit them with. Yeah, I don't agree with that. And it's to each their own and whatever has worked. When we look at like adults, especially like our age now, that kind of grew up in the world of the internet as became adults, and you start to figure out things like childhood trauma and how it manifests itself later on in adult life. You look back and you're like, whoa, some of those parenting methods really messed up generations of people.
Oh, yeah.
And many of those parenting methods were because their parents messed them up. And there was tons. And again, this is just my take on it. But we're not going to be those parents. We're not going to beat the sass out of her. We're not going to do anything like that. And we do think long term. We're thinking about their mental health, their well-being, and how we set them up into the future. Not, hey, you're 18, you're on your own now, deal with all the baggage we left you with. Because
we're still getting over our own baggage.
100%. And we are deep divers to unpack our own like childhood trauma and stuff. And we're going to do our best to not put that on our kids. Just like when Jax was anxious with soccer in school, so many people online, especially of different ages, would say like, oh, just throw them out there and walk away and all these things. And it's like, well, we have the benefit of looking back and understanding things now, especially with the internet.
I don't talk to my biological dad, but the things that I do remember about him are things that I will never forget, that I don't ever want my kids to remember, like things like that happening. So I can't have that. Yep.
It's and so that's just our take on it. Is we're trying to help them, and 100%. There's a difference between discipline and abuse. Yep, I agree entirely. And again, thank you, Michael, so much, man. That was awesome. So so that's what's going on with Miss Violet. Other than that, anything going on in the lives of the commands that hey, what's up, Walter? That people should know about?
We're officially done Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of crazy. And so that is nice. It's nice to kind of step aside from that. I'm coaching my first futsal tournament this weekend.
Yeah, that's going to be wild.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know what futsal is, it's essentially like indoor soccer on like a hard floor with a ball that doesn't bounce as much. It's a little bit heavier, so the game's kind of played on the ground. More offense like basketball type situation, 5v5. And so I'm coaching I'm the head coach of 2 teams and then helping on a couple more. And Maddox is playing on 2 teams. He's playing on his age team, and then he's playing on a team 2 years older. And then Jax plays on a team that's split between his age and 1 year older. And so it's going to be fun. And then, Sam's going to hold down the fort with Violet. We weren't able to get anybody to help watch Violet.
I just feel like Erica and Walter, I just feel like you guys need to move here.
Yeah. Erica, you're more than welcome.
I feel like you would be so good with Violet.
Yeah, Erica, we'll get you guys a hotel room.
You guys just want to come live here?
Yeah. Well, this weekend, we'll get you a hotel room. And so, yes, at least you're not busy, Dan. Yeah, there's 0 days off, like ever. And when I say 0 days off, tomorrow after working all day, I go coach speed and agility. Then Friday, I go coach futsal, which is until like late at night. And then we have to get up probably... So what do I say? Probably around.
We have to get up like at 5 something.
Yeah, we got to get up at like 5 to 5:30 on Saturday. Drive to go to futsal, but we literally love this. Like, definitely busy, but this is what we want. If we didn't have these things, we would be complaining about not doing enough. And
it's true.
I think that's important perspective. There's a lot of people in the world that will just complain about anything in front of them. Where let's say there's not soccer and futsal, they'll complain and say there's not enough opportunities. And then when you have things like a tournament this weekend, those same people will often be like, oh my gosh, it's so much. It's like, no, we signed up for this. So we are excited. Now I'm very, very, very pumped to go coach and to watch the boys play. So yeah.
I've never seen futsal played. So I haven't even watched a video on it. So I'm just about to be mind blown, I feel like.
Yeah, we have gone, Jax, Maddox, and I have gone to like a pro game, which was really cool. And we've had practice now, so it's going to be fun, guys. And this is like I've been doing some coach, like I coached 3v3. That was real coaching. But I coach like little things here or there. This is like full-fledged coaching.
Like
so
you have
I'm
your
pumped.
own team.
Yeah, I get to run my own plays and motivate them and give them like the speech and all that type of stuff. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's kind of our life right now. What's the weather like where you guys are located? Give me like Fahrenheit temperature and then what are the conditions? Because for us, What are we looking at?
30.
30, and it is snowing right now. Tonight's our first possible real snow.
Yeah.
Even though there's places in northern Michigan that have almost 4 feet of snow.
4? I thought it was 2.
No, so Gaylord's up to 43 inches just in those couple of days. 43 inches in Gaylord, Michigan.
That is how tall Jack's 48. That's how tall Vi almost is.
Dang, James.
That's wild.
James is down in Florida, southern Florida, and it's 50. Wow.
What? I guess it does get chilly at night, though.
True.
Is 50 chilly? I don't know.
Our 63. So, Mike, is that cold for you guys down in like Texas? I don't want to say your location if you don't want to share, but in the large state of Texas, that's got to be cold, right?
No, I feel like that's nighttime temperature.
Okay. All right.
It's 9 o'clock, Dan.
Yeah. Well, not there. They're in a
wait.
different time zone, but
Okay.
it's definitely okay.
True.
Not cold enough for pants. No, I got shorts on.
It's hot in here in the studio.
Yeah,
The
studio.
furnace is right there,
So-
and this is the first room it
Mhm.
hits.
Yep. No, not cold. Okay, that's good to know. But Florida, when we were there, we probably told you guys last week, and all the way through the trip, perfect.
It really was.
Perfect climate. I would not have changed a
It
thing.
didn't even rain.
Nope.
Usually when we go in November, it rains
Right.
at least half the time.
Yep.
It didn't rain once.
Yep. Oh, nice. Jason started Ted Lasso. First couple episodes a little slow. Second season so much better.
It's good.
And somebody pointed out something in my live stream yesterday with Nick, and they said an advantage TV has over movies is character development. And I was like, oh my gosh, I never really thought about that. You think about like The Office
Yeah.
and Parks and Rec and Ted Lasso. You can really develop some characters.
I miss Ted Lasso.
Yeah, we got started again. We've got like a list of like,
I know, and
10
then we just
things.
watch YouTube and
I
find
know.
new YouTubers, and we can't stop
yeah,
watching them.
Our nighttime, we like YouTube. Because it's like you don't have to be super committed to
Yeah,
it. And
not
it's,
missing anything. 'Cause
yeah.
I always fall asleep.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dan just needs that pilot light. I am. Yeah, for sure. It is such a good show. I firmly believe it's the most well-written show of all time. The scene with the dartboard. Oh my! And Rebecca,
Ooh.
unbelievable scene. One of my favorite lines of all time is "Be curious, not judgmental." That changed my life when I started thinking through that lens. I'm like, be curious, but not judgmental. I would say we're two of the most curious people you'd ever meet about everything.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Yep. All-time favorite show. It's between Parks and Rec and Ted Lasso. Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Parks and Rec because that's always my go-to show.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they are. It does look like they're coming out with season 4.
They announced it.
They did the picture.
Yeah.
So it'd be the coaching staff minus Ted, which I'm
Yeah.
excited about. That'd be great. I'll take anything. Who are your true crime YouTubers? So we don't watch true crime YouTube, but Sam is a big crime junkies.
Yeah,
Ashley Flowers.
I can't watch true crime, but I can listen to it. Like, I need to make up the pictures in my head, but I don't want to see them because that's just a little bit too real.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to watch The Jinx.
Yeah.
I got to work myself up to watch it because I heard it's phenomenal.
And Sarah, that's a good point. She says, just sucks that asking questions can often be perceived as judgmental.
Right.
But I do believe that on the surface, not you, Sarah, but that could be a cop-out. And the reason why I say that is I'm somebody who intensely studies communication. And so much of perception is on the person delivering. And so it can be with your tone. It can be with how you set up to those questions. It can be with your body language. There's a lot of times. Like I ask a lot of questions. And here, I'll give you an example, right? And a lot of it can be personality. Sam and I have two very different personalities. Right. As a dog, Sam says I'm a golden retriever.
Yeah.
As a dog, what would you be? Chihuahua?
No, I'm not that. It's not that extreme. What's a temperamental dog? Like a
Hey, what's up, Caleb?
Dalmatian?
Yeah, maybe a Dalmatian. That's
Like
a good
pretty,
one.
but-
Yeah, but
I
will
don't
kill
know.
you. So if if I was in conversation with somebody and I were to deliver the same questions as Sam, there definitely could be a world where they take hers as being judgmental and then mine as being curious, because the inflection I use, the tone I use, that type of stuff can really lead people one way or the other. And I get it.
But I don't have that tone with other people. It's just you.
Right.
I don't
right.
I have the curiosity tone if I'm asking other people questions.
Yeah, for sure.
That
for
just
sure.
that wasn't a real example.
Erica, we did listen to the Jean Benet.
I listened to
episode.
it twice.
Yeah, we listened to it on the way to Florida.
That's a good episode.
It is. But what kind of dad is named John Bennett and names his daughter Jean Benet? Weirdo. Like you don't. That would be like me being like, my name is Daniel James. It'd be like me naming Violet like Danielle Hummus or something like that. Like, what in the world? Yeah, what in the world? So, yeah, interesting. Leo says, watching true crime show is hard when the B-roll contradicts the audio or the evidence in the lab is different from on scene. See, Leo, you pay way too much.
Yeah,
you pay way too much attention. That would just go right over my head. But I can see Leo being like, oh, no, that is not 32 degrees right there. I see the thermometer in the back. Interesting. Boston Terrier. I don't know much about Boston Terriers, to be honest.
I don't know a lot of dogs, you guys.
Yeah. No, we don't. So yeah, Daniel. Yeah,
Come again.
But no, for real. Did you guys put that together? You guys know like one of the most famous murder stories of all time, Jean Benet. The dad's name is John Bennett. Jean Benet.
Bennett's his middle name.
Yeah, right.
You guys didn't know.
And that's crazy. That's crazy. No. It is a good episode, though. It's a long one. It kind of bounces back and forth.
3.5 hours.
Yeah. So and then there's no finish line.
I could have went 3 more hours listening. That case is just interesting.
Nate, we never put that together until we heard it. They didn't say it, but we were like, Jean Bennett. I think you said it, and you're like, John Bennett? John Bennett. It's like, what? So, yeah, that was a crazy one. And that was a little bit before my cognitive time of being able to pay attention to that stuff. Because I think I'm pretty much the same age as Jean Benet.
I'm the same age.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, when it was all going down, I was too young to really understand.
I remember seeing it, though. Like, I remember seeing the magazines. Yeah. Like, in the grocery store.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. He couldn't name her John Bennett Jr., right? Right?
He really wanted another boy.
Yeah, it's, what is George Foreman's kids are George Foreman.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think he has 7 of them with the same name. Yeah, fact check me, guys. Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie. We need a Jamie.
Yeah, pull it up, Jamie. And then we told Maddox Michael Jackson's kids' names. He was like,
what?
He's like, that's not real. I said, yeah, his kid's name is Blanket. He's like, no, it's not. I said, yes, it is. So yeah, it was, it was interesting. But somebody looked up. I'm pretty sure it is George Foreman who named his kids George. Yeah, and then the girl is Georgetta. But aren't there multiple boys?
That's true.
George of the jungle.
Sad.
So yeah. So yeah, that way you didn't have to remember the names. Yeah, I know. So hey, Indiana wind is so bad right now. I follow like a Storm Chasers Michigan. We just had winds, not in our area, but the west side of the state, top out at 78 miles per hour. Right now, 78 miles per hour.
Wow,
that's crazy.
On the west side, I guess the west side's getting snow.
They're all Georges. Yeah,
that's weird.
And then the daughter's Georgetta. That's crazy. So, yeah, what? Woo! You're welcome, kids. You're welcome. We could have done some damage there. Speaking of childhood trauma, my goodness gracious. Number 4, get over here.
Number 4.
That's what I would imagine they do. All right. So that's the command life right now, you guys. Thanks for hanging with us. If you didn't hit the thumbs up, consider it, please. We're enjoying ourselves. CT's got some wind coming too. Yeah. Yep. He once said he'd been hit on his head so many times he couldn't remember their names.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, at least he's honest, right? Yeah, at least he's... Oh, the Christmas inflatables with that kind of wind. Could you imagine 70 miles per hour? We went to Menards.
They'd just be flapping all over the place.
We went to Menards today and saw the tallest Christmas inflatable in the world.
Huge.
It had to be 30 feet tall.
It was huge.
Not exaggerating, guys. 30 feet tall. Like, it was more than 2 stories. That thing was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. So Hannah wouldn't let Nate name him Eli Thunder. Then your next kid is Lightning. You got Thunder and Lightning.
gosh.
Yeah, I'd like that. Pets freaking out. I could see that. I could see that for sure. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into the. Oh yeah, so we're obsessed with those. Jack's. It was like his thing as a kid.
Like when he was a baby, he loved those things.
Mm-hmm. And I believe I've told you guys my inflatable story from the halftime at the Detroit Pistons game. Let me know if you know this story. If not, we're in store for story time.
I don't know if I know the story.
Oh, you know this story. Chester the Cheetah. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe
What's
I
up,
do,
Corey?
maybe I don't.
Do you save big money at Menards?
That's Dan's favorite song.
Oh, I hate that over and over again stuff. And the only reason I hate it is the first time like the COVID era hit me, I went to Menards and it's like this distinctive, iconic voice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, save big money at Menards. And it was like, please stand 6 feet away from each other and shop safely. Please and I was like, whoa. This
it was like a dystopian.
It was like, it reminded me of the Fallout video game. And I don't even play video games, but it reminded me of that. All right. Story time. Okay. So, growing up, my father worked for Frito-Lay. And Frito-Lay is, hey, what's up, Bill? Frito-Lay is owned by PepsiCo. And so what year was the game? I don't know. Like 02 maybe, something
Were
around
you
there.
here or there?
I was here.
Okay.
So yeah, 02, 03, something like that. And I was here because I went with my buddy Mike Curtis. Shout out to Mike. And essentially the Palace where the Pistons played wanted to have all of their top sponsors come bring a mascot. And at halftime, all the mascots were going to go out and do the YMCA.
Yeah.
You don't know this story?
I feel like I do.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
I think I know where it's going, but
yeah, random story Wednesday. I like that.
Yeah.
And so first we had to walk around the concourse, and it's the inflatable. Now I don't know if you guys, it might not be the same way anymore, but the inflatables work by you have a battery pack that's on like an elastic band around your waist, kind of like a belt, and it has just like a plug. You plug it in, and then there's a fan in there, and it has a little exhaust system, and it just so it blows this thing up. So I was Chester the Cheetah, and then oh man, I wish Jason was in here. I think he was at the game.
Was he?
I think so, if I remember correctly. And I was Chester the Cheetah, and he was Cracker Jack, and we'd walk around, and it was the auto motion dancers, like the piston like palm cheerleaders that like walked us all around. Hey, what's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. And they would walk all around and we'd take pictures with kids. Super fun until you realize when you're Chester the Cheetah, which is like 10 feet tall, and the face is the belly. So the belly is like a white mesh that you can see through, but they can't see in. And all the little kids think it's hilarious to hit Chester the Cheetah in the belly. While I'm inside, you just got to take it as these like cheerleaders are like holding my hand, walking me around. And by the way, my dad, super inappropriate, made a comment. So my Chester, if you guys remember, Chester the Cheetah had this like really long tongue. That was like his thing. My dad's like, tongue. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Childhood trauma.
So your dad.
Oh, so my dad. He's like, oh, you're with the cheerleaders. You better get your own ride home. I was like 13. Like, Dad, jeez, wow. Wow, you with that tongue, you get your own ride home. Oh. Golly, Dad. He's talking about lollipops, you guys, for anybody that doesn't. But, so we're walking around, and then it gets to be time to go down to the court for the YMCA thing. And so when you have these things, you just kind of like waddle a little bit. And so you just waddling down Epic Dad. Yeah, that's my dad. Yeah, my dad's canceled. Yeah, I was 13, and he was telling me that. And that's a direct quote. You can ask him about that at the next family function.
I'm not asking him about
and
that.
be like, hey, what about the tongue and the ride home with the cheerleaders? Dad, what's going on? So, all right, we're going out there, and we go on the court, and literally I have like this massive thing, and I'm walking out there, and we're on the jumbo screen. Everything's great, and we have to do the YMCA dance. YMCA. I got to be careful to not get, demonetized for being too accurate there.
Oh, God.
But YMCA dance, And all of a sudden, you guys, all of the sudden, we are going, and I go to do the YMCA. I didn't even realize what I did. And I go to put my hands up to do the Y, and all of a sudden, my whole suit deflates at half court on the Pistons floor at halftime.
In front of all the cheerleaders.
In front of the whole state, in front of the whole arena. This is a huge place, like 30, 40,000 people. And so the whole thing deflates. The whole crowd just goes, and I'm hearing this as a 13-year-old boy, not knowing what's going on. I'm just profusely sweating, panicking now. I don't know what to do. And then I realized when I put my hand up, I unplugged the battery pack. And so I'm like frantic. I plug the battery pack back in, and it just, all of a sudden the crowd, bah! They erupt and go crazy. And then when I go walk out on the concourse, they're like, legend, Chester. And then, of all things, I make the Sports Center not top 10 plays. I've scrubbed the internet to try and find this video. Cannot find it. And my whole family was there, everything. So, yeah, I'm on the center floor of the Detroit Pistons. I deflate. The crowd is so concerned. I bring it up. I'm a living legend. They erupt.
Oh
it was so cool. And then I finished the dance. I'd never been more sweaty. Yep, never been more sweaty.
I don't know why I thought your suit caught on fire.
No, just deflated. I got really hot, like super hot from like panic.
I can't imagine.
And inside that thing, the exhaust that's blowing is hot air, and so it was not a great experience, but it was a fun memory to have. Yep, a fun memory to have. Yeah, I thought you tore the suit. No tearing the suit. It just deflated on me. So yeah, fire suit would have been a lot more sweaty for sure. Got you, Caroline. Thank you for the question. Deflate gate. Yeah, that's a different Michigan man. Okay. Beard Advice Live, you guys. I will put the little scrolly at the bottom if you guys want to send in. We'd love to have you on the show next week. The content is what makes this show go. We'll always make it work. We'll always have valuable things to talk about. But if you guys want to send in, please do. We've had some unbelievable entries lately, and we appreciate it all. But first, real quick here, shout out to our sponsor, Deadman's Beard Co. I'm so happy that so many of you now have been able to try them. There's like when I fall in love with a company, there's like a maturing process that happens. I go crazy, and not a lot of people have tried them yet, and it's like this like hidden secret, and then everyone's like, should I? And then they try them, and then more people try them, and now it's to the point where most people have tried it, and they just know. Yeah, they just know. I've not contacted ESPN. No, I don't know how easy that would be.
Who's got it in?
Yeah. Anybody got anybody over there for me? But people are trying Deadman's. It's no longer a secret, and they are crazy about it. Command 15 is your forever discount code. Save you guys 15% off here. The carrier blend, let me read through this real quick. Argan, jojoba, baobab, broccoli seed, emu, meadow foam, avocado, castor, rice bran, and black seed. Woo! Come on now. All right. Guys and girls in the chat, what is your recommendation for a manly man scent?
Manly man scent.
Ooh, manly man scent. I'm going to go.
That's the manliest.
I'm going to go Obsidian. It's a cologne, but it's very nice. Very, very nice. I'm going to go with Obsidian. That's what I'll go there. All right. Is emu oil made of emu? So emu fat, from the bird. And so it's a small amount in here. It's not anything potent, but it's a small amount. All right, give me a few days. Okay, all right, drink.
That would be crazy.
It was in like 2002, 2003, one of those years. I'm not exactly sure which of the two.
What year did you graduate?
06.
Okay.
So I was a freshman or a sophomore, and I wasn't driving, and I was with my buddy Mike. And so it was like the mascot night. There was Chester the Cheetah. There was Cracker Jack. There were a couple other things. All right, but we have 2 cents to go over, you guys. These are the limited ones, so once they sell out, they are gone. It's not a set amount of time. It's once his supply goes away, it's out. And we have the ginger Deadman, and then we have the Silent Night. So Sam gave a reaction. I want her to just describe what it smells like to her.
Okay.
So the first one is Ginger Deadman. I'll unscrew it here, let you do it. And this is gingerbread cookies and creamy hot cocoa. So if somebody's like, Sam, tell me what it smells like, hit them.
Okay. You know those gingerbread cookies that have that like sweet vanilla icing on them?
Mm-hmm.
It's that and a cup of hot cocoa
That's so cool, Amber.
that's like made from real chocolate. Not like
Yeah.
Swiss Miss, like
Yep.
real chocolate hot cocoa.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's what
Boom.
I said as well.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I really agree. All right, next one, Sam, what does it smell like? Yeah, that's what she hit. All right, and then the next one here is Silent Night, and this one is fireplace, fresh pine, amber, and musk. So again, explaining what it smells like.
It smells like... It smells like none of those things. It is very...
And that's the thing with Brian Deadman is he's so good at blending scents. They're so smooth. You can't really take a description at face value.
It's like a very fresh... It's like a very fresh, sexy man scent.
Woo.
I don't want to say cologne because I don't want to take it that far, even though it does have musk in it. I guess it could be a fresh cologne, but it's more vibrant than that.
All right, say that first one again, that first part again. Or something close to it.
Very fresh, sexy man scent.
Ooh. Let me smell. It's perplexing.
It's almost like a soapy cologne.
Yeah.
Like a fresh soapy cologne. Soapy colognes are a good thing.
Yeah, it's so hard to
love
describe. So hard to describe. That's so funny. All right, I did not mess up. Okay, somebody had me worried. Miles, I don't know if he's in here right now. But he commented on my video. He commented Silent Night, but with the K for night. And I was like, oh, did I mess up and not have Silent Night? Oh, my gosh, that could kind of make sense for night. No, it's with an N. I was right. Miles was wrong. Okay, good.
Is he in here?
I don't know. He usually is, but he comes in late sometimes. So, yes. I've got a feeling Dan will be wearing this more frequently. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's good. It's really, really good. So if either of those sound good to you guys, DNC15 is your discount, and it is available right now for how long? I don't know. His last limiteds did sell out pretty quick, so just something to consider there. Yeah, just something to consider there. Yeah, Deadman scents are bad. It's crazy, man. I had a consultation today, full disclosure, a company out of Australia, of all places, and they essentially...
But he was British.
Yeah. But essentially, they were like, roadmaps of companies like killing it. Deadman's, how are they doing it? I said, well, he's really... And I said all the great stuff, but I said, he's really good at making sense. That's one thing I can't teach you. Nobody can teach you. I mean, you really got to have experiments, you got to practice, and you got to just have some like skill for it. And he's so good at blending those scents. So good. And Silent Good Night. Nice, Jeffrey. So yeah, those are out right now, you guys. Check out Deadman's. I can't recommend them enough. Truly, everything that they make. At the end of the show, courtesy of Deadman's, we're going to do a $30 gift card for one of you to grab something that you guys would like. All right? Let's go ahead and get into some entries. We have an update and an entry, and that's it. And then we'll get your guys' questions and a giveaway, and I hope you guys send in next week. The way to send in is pinned in the chat. So beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Yeah. You were either born with a good nose to make sense or you aren't. Yeah, I think you can learn most things, but there are some things that just take talent. And just take talent.
I don't know if I could mix sense.
I'm not good at it. I've told companies time. Actually, Corey from Weatherbeard's in here, and he's like, we have a plan for 2025 with them, and they're shifting gears on scents. And he's like, give me your ideas. And I said, I'm not good at those. I'm just not. I know my limitations.
I'm like, you mix a whole bunch of random things, send it to us. I can smell it and say what it needs
For
or
sure.
what it needs taken out, but I
100%.
cannot create something like that.
We're very good at understanding the market and understanding people and what they look for and how they're going to react. We're not good at creating it there. Yeah, we're not good at creating it. Anthony, this is not because they're a sponsor. If you messaged me tomorrow, if you messaged me yesterday, I would talk the same way about this company. Give Deadman's a look. If you're looking to have a kit to start or a beard care kit, their beard growth vitamins are fantastic. And then get yourself a beard wash and a beard oil. That's your starting point. That's where you want to kick it off to begin with. Yes. All right. How about mint eucalyptus mint? Yeah. You got me. You got me, Donald. Thanks, dude. All right. I got a crazy idea, guys.
Burn.
Yeah. Mint, eucalyptus, and tea tree. And Corey says, this is 100% true. I was like, thanks, Dan. Appreciate the help, bro. Yeah. But that's one thing, like, man, for real, though, like, some people be like, how are you so confident? Because I know my limitations. I don't ever act like I'm confident on things I don't know, but I'm also not insecure about them. If you're like, haha, Dan can't make sense, you're like, you're correct.
Got me.
Yeah, got me. So, yeah, it's just how my brain works. And thank you, guys. Today's video randomly is popping off the charts.
What was your video today?
Today is about the most searched, the most searched for, something along the lines of the most searched for beard problems online. Oh. And it was a kind of a misdirection on the end. And it's all, if you watch the whole video, it's impossible not to be like, dang, that's deep. That's true. Wow. It's really good. And Chelsea says, enjoyed it. Very thankful for the videos like that. It's something men need. Thank you. And I do like to switch it up. I gotta start
watching your videos.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. It's kind of a philosophical, psychological type video.
Wow.
And I like doing those ones, not just here's the history of this oil or here's how you style your beard. I like to break down the way we think. And today is straight up one of those videos. So if you haven't gotten a chance, I don't want to spoil the end and what the reveal is, but it is a very meaningful video to me. So thank you for saying that, Chelsea. I appreciate that you watched. And Amber says, really enjoyed it. Really makes you think beyond. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, laying it down like Yoda. I can see that. Yeah, I could see that for sure. So man, thank you guys for watching and supporting. It's a cool video. And thankfully, somehow it's popping off, and so it's doing really well. And Chris says, today's video is something I never thought about but made me think. And that's always my goal, is just straight up food for thought. I never tell you guys what to do. I never try to convince you. I just convey my thoughts. And especially lately, my just straight up like conversational videos, my thoughts, because I always have thoughts. Like I'll just stream my consciousness to Sam all the time. They're doing well. So people like to kind of reflect on those. Yeah, Anthony, I strongly recommend those vitamins, a wash and an oil. There's so many other great products, but you don't need to go crazy right away. Start with those, get a handle on them, and then we can figure out what you need from there. Yep, pretty simple. Oh, that's super cool, Eric. I appreciate that. And I love the way your brain thinks. Eric is, he's not your typical Florida man that we highlight on Mondays. So, but no, Eric's very, very perceptive and very intelligent. So that means a lot coming from you, dude. So thank you. Nice. It was very deep. 100% made me think. Thank you. Sam, you reading any good books right now?
Ooh, I am, but it's a wild one. I can't talk about it on here. I can only talk about it on the podcast.
She likes dirty books. So, yeah, yes.
Well.
All the ladies in here probably do. And Amber says, and you can take the beard out of it, and it applies to many aspects of our lives. Amber, shh. Amber, stop it. That's what I do with most of my videos. That's the hidden secret. Most people don't realize that I do mean this. It's 100% intentional, always has been, always will be. I use the beard care as a vehicle for body and mind care. And I really mean that. When I talk about things like drinking more water, is that for your beard? Yeah, but it benefits your whole life. When I talk about things like the mental approach and confidence and insecurities, I literally use my videos as a vehicle for people to work on themselves without them feeling attacked. Because nobody wants that preaching lesson where it's like, you need to do this. Think about your brain like this. I deliver it wrapped up in beard care. And then sometimes people like Amber pick up, oh, he's talking about more than this. Yeah, more than this. Jesus, Dan, way to just out Sam. She's talked about it before. Yeah, she's talked about it before. What's up, Will? What's up, buddy? So, yeah, absolutely. The whole post-service brotherhood was beyond thought. Yeah, man, that's the stuff I think about. That's the stuff that I stay up. Yeah, so check it out, guys. If you haven't had a chance like Sam, check out the video today. My girlfriend's all about spicy books. That's That's the world right now.
It's the way to be.
Yeah, that's the world right now. So yeah. No, Amber, that was sarcasm. I hope that people pick up that my videos are more than beard care. I can't come out and say that because it's a beard channel and I'm not trying to be some like life coach or anything. But that's just the way I am when I'm teaching, when I was coaching. Like, it's just how I've always been. Yeah, that's just how I've always been. Nice. Got a bunch of good from Deadman's. That's awesome. Very cool. Very cool. All right. That's part of why I'm still here. I love that. And I know that too. Yeah, I know that too. It's a book about spicy habanero peppers. Exactly.
Yes, the history.
Exactly. Yes. Sarah said, read my first ever spicy series recently. Made me feel too awkward. Yeah.
Oh, God. I wish I could tell you guys about this one.
Yeah.
It's a doozy.
She's always read these kind of like smut books or whatever they call them. But the one she's on now, or recently, she's like, "Is this too far?"
This one's too far.
She's like, "Is this too crazy?"
But I gotta finish the series.
Yeah,
this is the last one
for sure. Best beard brush on Amazon? I have no idea. Absolutely no concept. Just look up Boar's bristle brush. Probably a good one out there. Yeah, probably a good one out there. All right, guys. You guys are getting crazy. We got Amber said she's read some too as well. So yes, yep, absolutely. Hot Cheetos is as spicy as it gets around my house. So funny. Have you discussed the importance for people, medium beards, mid-growth, to get pictures from a distance? Oh yeah, or look at him. Oh yeah. So Michael, look up on the stream. Arms, look up Dancy on the YouTube, Dancy Bearded arm length, and then you should be good to go. Yep, good to go from there. So Dancy Bearded arm length, and I will help that out. Eric says, I work at Barnes & Noble. Nothing more awkward than trying to find a steamy romance for older women.
That's why I only read on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be bringing these covers out in public.
Kevin says, I can't compete with those books. I can. Hello.
I gotta go. Oh dear.
Brian says, I do not understand this book thing. It does not compute. Brian, the mind neurodivergent that we talked about today, it's showing. It's showing. Anthony, real quick, we do have a segment where we answer all questions, but he says, everybody's laughing. What's the difference of beard oil and beard serum? Just marketing. Beard oil is a traditional term. Serum is essentially beard oil. Sometimes it's a thicker type blend, but I've never really met a quality serum. Brian's laughing. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, man. In the combo today. Yeah. What you don't realize is Dan's the author of all of them. Yeah, that's so funny. That's so funny. Erica's like, Dan, Jesus Christ. That's so funny. Yeah, the ADHD brain just can't. Yep. Hey, we haven't said anything. If you got a kid, they have no idea we're talking about peppers. Spicy habanero peppers. All right. On that note, Greg.
Look at this Greg? Spicy pepper.
Yeah, she said, look at this spicy pepper. Hey, we love red beards here. We love red beards. Oh, my gosh.
I'm crying.
Oh, Ken, you missed it all. You missed it all, Ken. Oh, my gosh. You missed every bit of it. I'm dead.
So bad.
Look at this spicy pepper. What the heck? Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Get it together.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Where's the Mountain Dew? I would love a Mountain Dew right now. Man, I got robbed. Pete away, Dennis. I got a bone to pick with you.
Gosh.
Pete away was out of Mountain Dew today, so I couldn't have my Mountain Dew. Amber said I had to turn a fan on. All right, guys. For real, though. All right, kids. Back to class. Back to class. Bearded Jay said, I spit my water out when Sam said that. She said, look at this spicy pepper. And Christina said, not him blushing over here. Sam, at first, it went over his head. Oh, my gosh. That's hilarious. You can only have Baja Blast at Taco Bell.
Do you have any tissues?
No, I don't. You want me to take my shirt off? Hey, what is going on, guys? Calm down. Look at Leo. He's like, I can't do this. Guys.
I gotta
Great job,
go.
Greg. Great job, Greg.
Okay.
All right. Somebody clip it. Clip it. Jamie, clip it.
Ah,
Oh, shoot.
okay.
You're going to get me swearing on here, get me all comfortable and stuff. Jeez Louise. All right, Greg. See, even if we don't have a bunch of entries, we're going to have some fun. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, we haven't even mentioned taco meat yet. Goodness gracious. Hey, I will say, I get Greg off the screen while I talk about this. What's the, oh my gosh, Abby came in at the right time. You did. Hey, by the way, if you guys love our family pictures, this is the photographer right here.
The genius.
Yeah, so if you guys are local, hit me up and I'll send you Abby's information.
Abby, did you get our Christmas card?
Ooh.
It's coming.
All right. But I do have to say, so we have a hot tub. It's our love, our passion, our joy. Not, calm down. It's something we just enjoy at the end of the night.
Oh.
And I got my first ever in the history of my life robe. Now, it is from Walmart. That's true.
Your rope?
Robe.
Robe.
Article
robe.
of clothing.
I thought you said
yeah,
rope.
Yeah, robe. And yeah, man, when I wear it just right, that taco meat is just served on a buffet platter. And I gotta admit,
He's a fancy boy when he wears his robe.
I gotta admit, I look kind of wealthy in a Walmart robe, and
your slippers.
and my slippers,
Yeah.
the soft ones.
Soft
Yeah,
ones.
Sam doesn't hate it. So yeah, yep. So it's
I don't know why you're outing me on everything tonight.
Well, it's Randy. He said taco meat.
Randy?
Randy. It was Randy. He said taco meat, not me. Yep. Yeah. So just keep that in mind, you guys. So yes, so it's like I wear it partially open, just enough for the taco
like
meat
belly
to breathe.
button up.
Yeah. Yeah, belly button up. That's about right. Yep, that's about right. So yeah. So Hugh Hefner was thrown around. That Sam called me Hugh Hefner the first time I wore it. So that's Christopher, that's true. That's true. Fellas out there, if you got some taco meat, get a robe. It works.
It was only $20 at Walmart.
I think it was like 15. So yeah, even better. Yeah, even better. So yep, get a robe, you guys. And you're good to go. Do I make your Randy baby? What movie is that from, Austin?
Austin Powers.
Oh yeah. You need a pipe, Donald. I quite literally said that. I don't even smoke, and I said that I need a pipe. That would be great. I wonder if they use herbs in pipes.
Herbs.
Herbaceous. Yes. Any no, we'll leave it there. Okay, here we go. Taco meat is crazy. It's my thing. And I got the taco meat. One time I buzzed the taco meat and Sam got so mad at me.
Don't talk about that.
I was like, we're going on vacation. I'm like, I'm going to look all slick and smooth. I think I was working out at the time. I'm like, oh, yeah, get this popping. And she was like, what'd you do?
It was like one of those hairless cats.
Yeah. And so I had to grow the taco meat back and had to put a little seasoning on it. It was spicy seasoning, too. So, yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. Order them separately on the website. Yeah, order them separately. If you missed... Abby, you might have to go back a little bit. We were talking about Sam's books. She called him a spicy pepper. It was, yeah. Okay, I officially don't know what taco meat. Taco meat is chest hair.
He's like, what?
Yeah.
Are you
For
talking about?
those that can't speak between the lines, it's and I said speak, not think. It is it's chest meat. Oh my god, chesticles. Oh my gosh. No, chest hair. Chest hair, guys. Here, this stuff. Yeah, chest pellet.
I swear we're sober.
Yeah, we don't drink. Check the eyes. They're clear. Calm down.
Wet.
Yeah. Hey. Whoa. Okay. All right, Greg.
My eyes.
God dang, guys, what is going on tonight?
Is it a full moon?
Yeah, here's Greg right here. Hey, also, by the way, Copper John sells ball wash, just so we know. Yeah.
Throw it out there.
He said, is this a widely accepted thing or a commandism? All right.
I don't know at this point. Is it?
Did you guys know taco meat before me or chesticles? I think I made up chesticles, but did you guys know taco meat before me? What's up, Michael?
What's going on? We don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know. Something's happening
it's chaos.
here. Did you know taco meat before me? because
Okay.
Some people knew it. Right? I was gonna say I didn't make it up, but maybe I introduced it to you guys. Yeah, I do think I came up with chesticles though. If somebody else did, we came up with it adjacently. We didn't know each other, and so yeah, yeah, okay, all right. Hamburger meat? No, boo, boo. Tacos are better. All right, I love it. All right, I love it. You guys are too much. Woo!
Take a breath.
What are you guys drinking tonight? Put in the comments. Because I feel like some of you are not sober and you're getting us going here. I'm also a Michigander and thought maybe it's regional dialect. Okay. Austin, where you at in Michigan? We will judge you. Oh, that's River Boy, isn't it? He said,
no, it's Lumen.
Oh.
Blue.
I think it was River.
Could have been.
Yeah, Austin, where you at in Michigan? I feel like I know, but I don't know. So let me know. That's River.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think that's Lumen.
We'll know in a bit. All right, I am waiting.
Donald.
Nothing. Walter, get your water. Taco meat. A tuft of chest hair protruding. Okay. Wow. All right. Guess. Oh, okay. Where are we guessing Austin is from?
Austin, you're from
I'm going to go Ann Arbor.
Kalamazoo.
It's one of the two. Possibly Grand Rapids if you were at the right time. So, oh, there you go, Abby. Give me about an hour. I got you. All right. I'm going to go in. I'll give you a hint. Southeast. Ann Arbor. Do not tell me I'm right. Do not tell me I'm right. If not, it's Royal Oak. Do not tell me I'm right. Metro Detroit. Oh, okay. I didn't get that. No, I'm wrong. All right. Yeah, I mean.
Is Metro Detroit.
He's in the hipster area for
yeah,
it.
Yeah. Is it Detroit or is it like.
No, Metro Detroit.
Yes, but like.
Royal Oak. Oh my gosh, I was right. Oh, that's not
funny.
Detroit, you guys. Just kidding. That's like a super nice hipster area. You got it the second time. That's
funny. I almost said Monroe.
Okay. All right. Nice. All right. Greg sent in an update. Greg's been on this journey with us, guys. He's been on this journey with us. And here was the original check-in. Had the dip, the fork, and the wave. YMCA. And then now he's been working on it. He's been perfecting his routine, and it's coming in better than ever. Also, look at the mustache here coming over the lip. And then the after, nice and dialed in off the lip. His wife's in the chat. You're welcome. So, yes, hipster area is accurate. I know. So, yeah, I got you. It's a nice kind of like young money area. If you want to go out and be social, that's kind of the spot. It's not our style, but we'll go eat at good restaurants there if you got them.
I can't remember what Royal Oak is. All those cities down there blend into
me. Like when we would go to the Arts, Beats, and Eats festival with Jason and Lena and stuff, their old area, that's Royal Oak.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's cool.
Yep. And it's even thanks to his wife, just saying. There you go. Couldn't be there without you. Yep, couldn't be there without you. Good progress at the after. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. I'd take the Amtrak to Royal Oak, and I forgot the name of an excellent cafe there, and car shows. Lots of car shows. Yep, lots of car shows. Yeah, Royal Oak is not Detroit, but if you're out of state, I'd just say Detroit. Oh, same. Yeah.
We say Flint, and then, Dan says Flint, and I'm like, but not in Flint.
No, I say Flint, and I say we're literally one exit from Flint, because after our city, the next exit is Flint. And even in our city, we're in Grand Blanc. In our city, there's like restaurants and places that are Flint addresses. Even though they're in Grand Blanc. So like we're close enough to Flint that we have people in our city with Flint addresses. So it's right there. But we are not in Flint. No. Okay. Royal Oak, if you're over 30, you're too old. Yeah, it's Young Money. Young Money, Cash Money Records. Yep. All right. Here we go now on the next one. Entry.
Hold on, I didn't get to say anything.
Sorry.
It looks great.
Yes.
Great job.
Okay. That's what we came back for, you guys. So Christina says, got him to let me trim up some dead ends and even it out. Nice.
Oh, good job.
That's a trusting relationship right there.
Right.
Yeah. Love that. Thank you, Greg. Thanks for sending in. All right. Michael B. Maybe Jordan. Who knows? I'm growing out my beard, and I noticed that the small dip in the middle of my top lip, that's like a bar, is the thinnest of all my top lip, and it looks awkward when it's not trimmed. Is it okay to keep that part trimmed while brushing everything else to the sides? All right, let's take a look at this one. All right, here we go. Bam! All right, Mr. Michael. So, great question. And he asked this kind of on the stream last week when we gave general advice. And then he sent in, he's like, sorry if you don't want to use this. I'm like, no, this is a great question. Yeah, this is absolutely a great question. She works in Fenton? Oh, nice. We go to Fenton pretty much every day.
Does she work at Cancun Mexican restaurant?
If you can share, don't have to do specifics. You can lead little clues or just share if you don't care. Where at in Fenton? Because Sam is at Target twice, 3 times a week in Fenton. We go to Cancun in Fenton. There's a lot of stops in Fenton, actually.
Sure.
So we love Fenton. It's way better than our city. For at least visiting. All right, so here's Michael, and he says, it's me. That is correct. It is him. All right, so here's the mustache. First thing I told Michael is this area being weaker, right, air quotes, is she works at a sports bar. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I bet the one right off the highway. We don't want to say it, obviously, but when you get off the highway, it used to be a different bar. Used to be bought. Starts with a B.
Still.
Oh, is it? Okay. I didn't
That's not
say.
a sports bar.
Oh, it is. It is. Ooh, maybe it's the sports bar that's
Legends.
Huh?
Legends.
Oh, Legends. Oh, okay, cool. I
don't know if I've ever been there.
I believe I know the owner.
Oh.
Yeah,
right
off the highway.
Yeah.
Austin, if it's the same owner, if it's the owner,
I probably shouldn't have said
if it's the owner of Steady Eddie or Fast Eddie's,
Steady Eddie.
if it's the Matt, no, all right, must be a different owner then.
He must have sold.
Good guy. Okay, interesting. I knew who it used to be. All right, I've been there a few times back in my pre-Sam days, but not since then. Too many cougars around there. Gotta watch out. Gotta watch out. Yeah, Fast Eddie's. Yeah. Yes, I know him. One of his ex-wives lives next door to us.
She does.
she does. He, so funny.
Steady Eddie wrote those books.
I have many stories about Mr. Fast Eddie's. Yes.
Oh gosh.
Many stories on that guy. And man, I shouldn't share those publicly, but there's
Don't.
there's stories. Woo! Yeah. All right, here we go, you guys. Here we go. Michael, very common spot here. Now, the question is it okay to trim this and then just simply comb the rest off to the side, or should he let that area grow out? What do you think?
Was it that it won't grow out or what?
So it's his weakest spot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's his weakest spot, and he says it looks awkward when it's not trimmed.
Okay.
So essentially do you grow it or trim it?
I think if you like it better like this, leave it. I'm curious to see what it looks like from the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's like mustache and then it's like in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And so I trim mine, Austin says. Other people say leave it and grow it out. Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. And Ralph's right. There's no wrong answer.
Yeah.
It's whatever makes you happy. Now, if you have a super, if I'm imagining Austin's picture, if I'm imagining Austin of more, and this is not in an insulting way, because a hipster essentially is someone who cares what they look like. They have style to them, and people that are insecure have put a label on them in a negative way. But if you were to see most hipsters in Royal Oak, Michigan, they're very fashionable. Like, they really care about their appearance. If you have a very dialed in, very purposeful style, meaning you really do your hair, you dress nice, I think trimming the middle can fit that style. Now, if you don't, if you're someone like me that isn't somebody super polished with their style, I would let it grow. I would say, Michael, I would lean towards the side of letting that area grow. And this is exactly like Chris is saying. Nobody's going to notice. Unless you point it out, nobody will see that. And so, yeah, I would leave it alone. Mine's about 2 inches longer now. New picture.
Yeah.
So my advice would be to just let it grow, keep working on the styling, and if it just gets to a point where you can't do it anymore, so be it. Yep, so be it. Leo says, I was told I have a hipster beard, but I don't know what a hipster is. All right. So let's look up. That's a good question. Let's look up a definition of a hipster as far as AI goes. So AI says a hipster is a person who's known for their unconventional style, progressive politics, and interest in alternative lifestyles. I think it's transcended past that. And yes, this is a hipster here from vocabulary.com. Someone whose fashion choices and music interests fall outside of mainstream. Yes. It's somebody who is going against what is common, what is normal, but they're very conscious and very purposeful. Oftentimes it gets put into like, they only drink craft beer and all that kind of stuff, you know? And Austin said, I would say I'm hipster-ish and a little more polished with my style. I trim my stash right at my lip line because I hate the feeling on my lips. Okay, yeah. He said, okay, I'm a hipster to a T. He said it's not ish at all. Yeah, yep, absolutely. Purposely, though, not by chance. Agreed. It is something that is conscious and by chance. Oh, God, I drink craft beer. Austin, if you have an electric scooter, please sit this one next comment out.
Gosh.
But how funny the image of a hipster is this bearded dude that kind of looks like Corey from Weatherbeard. Corey, this definition disqualifies me. Leo, I would never think of you as a hipster or a hipster beard. Not at all. You would have, in my eyes and my experiences, you have more traditional style, more traditional standing. So, yeah. But interesting that somebody would say that. Yeah. The old school Corey beard. I know. It really did look like Corey. That's not a shot. That did look like Corey. And Nate's one of his best friends, so he knows. And Michael, you're welcome, man. Thank you for trusting us and sending in. We got you always. All right, I would say I have some hipster tendencies. Yeah, me too. Me too, for sure. It's fun. Why not? I definitely like being different. That's one of the biggest things for me is I don't have a scooter. Okay. I do have a vintage bike. Yep. That's full.
You would.
Full send hipster. I do like being different though. Like if I have to go to a business meeting and I know there's 10 people in a suit, I'm not wearing a suit in any circumstance. And I like that. I enjoy that. So yeah. Hipsters are cool. They get a bad rap. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's just insecurities talking.
I think because they used to be like real judgmental about everybody
That's
else.
a good way. Pretentious.
Yeah.
It used to be like, oh, you're not drinking this craft beer and riding a scooter. And it's not like that anymore, at least from our experience. So yeah, awesome. All right, guys. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, drop them in the chat. And Ken, I highlighted this earlier because I meant to mention it. So ODD to teachers is oppositional defiant. And essentially, it's too early.
Is this talking about Violet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Too early to know if Violet is oppositional defiant. But she's got a lot of hallmark tendencies to it because when she does defy us, it is clinical. It is. There's no thought to it.
But she doesn't do it at school.
Yeah.
She's wonderful at school.
Mm-hmm.
She's a little angel.
Yeah. It's interesting. Question for Sam.
Oh.
I know you love Dr. Nick's body wash. Have you ever used their shampoo and conditioner? I used it on Violet's hair tonight, by the way.
I don't know. Have I used their shampoo or have I used their beard wash on my hair?
It's the black, so they're similar. Black and white bottles in the shower.
I don't think I have used their shampoo and conditioner. I think I've used their beard wash on my hair.
Hold up. She hasn't. But whose beard wash did you demand not only to use, but whose beard wash did you demand that I take on the vacation? Literally demanded it. She made me go in the shower and go get, not this is a big task, but go in the shower.
3 feet.
And go get it. Oh, this is super cool. Erica says, I love Dr. Nick's shampoo and conditioner.
Nice.
It's aloe based. It's top tier. It's as good as it gets. So yeah, yep, absolutely. And whose beard wash did you make me bring?
Deadman's.
Deadman's. It's the tea tree gentle.
The gentle
daily
wash is such a good hair shampoo.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep. And so, yeah, interesting. So there's Mac is good at home and the ODD and pandas come out at school. Interesting. Yeah, I learned more and more about pandas as it became more readily available. Interesting. So yeah, Deadman's ladies, Sam quite literally swears by the gentle daily wash from Deadman's.
Yep.
She loves it. Loves it. So yes. Nate Dogg flashbacks. I just had to tell Maddox about Nate Dogg. And he was like, oh yeah, I saw him in a video. I was like, oh no, he died. He died a while ago. So yes. I forget the acronym for PANDA, but it's an acronym for Pediatric Autoimmune Neuropsychiatric Disorder Association with streptococcal infections.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like OCD is tied to it.
There's a lot. It's like one of the newer things that's coming out, and the syndrome and all the information is coming with it, but it's becoming more and more.
Like your brain has too much strep in it, and so it's causing these symptoms?
All I know is the symptoms and how to help treat them with students. And we were getting more, that's a mouthful. Yeah, we were getting more and more trained on it. But the only reason I know it so well is it was around the same time the song Pandas came out. Panda, 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 panda. And all I could do is say, we went through Panda's training while this hit song that the only lyrics were panda. Do you know how hard that was on my rap brain? That was really tough. Yeah, that was really, really tough. Yeah, so yeah. Average shelf life for oil butter balm, 2 to 3 years. Joe, 2 to 3 years.
You didn't go overboard.
No,
you're good.
Yeah, I don't care how much you spent. You're fine. Yeah, 2 to 3 years. And here's a dirty secret. Many of them are much longer than that.
Dirty secret.
Many of them are much longer than that, but companies just can't ethically tell you. It's probably good up to 5 to 6 years. So yeah, a lot of times. All right. Bearded Jay's wife uses Dr. Nick's shampoo and conditioning. It's really good. Yep, it's really good. Violet's fantastic with kids in school. Yep, she's the girly that everybody likes and hangs out with. So yeah, she's great.
She is only in school 3 days a week. So maybe that would change if she was in school full time.
No, she's gonna be great.
I don't know.
She definitely has the time and place, and she wants people to like her and stuff. So she'll be all right. Knox finally fell asleep for 10 minutes. Jacqueline and I decided to devour a half of bag of Doritos during the rare free time. What has become of us?
Your parents.
Yep. Sam busts out. What's the brand that you eat of the chips?
Good Crisps, I think.
Yeah, Good Crisp. They're made with avocado oil and stuff like that. And so that's Sam's nighttime snack once the kids go down.
They're like Pringles, but better.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Deadman says, I use their gentle wash every day in my hair, so does the missus. Mm-hmm. Super cool. Yeah, super cool. But you said she kicked some kids in soccer. Well, it's soccer. Maddox freaking shoulder checks and elbows kids every game and then gets into scuffles. But that's soccer. That's sports. Yeah. Would using a beard straightener every day permanently train my beard? No. Every single time you introduce water, it's going to bounce back to its natural form. Every day you wake up after sleeping, it's going to be all kerfuffled. And so, yeah, nope, hair will never likely be permanently trained, especially beards because they're so coarse and wiry. I wish, but nope, pretty much every time. Dan, this is fascinating. Yeah,
this is an interesting stream.
It is an interesting stream, but G Squared is a really big advocate for rare disease. And and his daughter has rare disease, and we've actually helped out with their charities before. And so, yeah. Is Silent Night like a Christmas tree in a bottle? No. Sam said it was a really nice.
Fresh?
Yeah.
Fresh, sexy man scent?
Mm-hmm.
Was that right?
Yeah, fresh, sexy man scent. But no, I don't get Christmas tree from it at all.
Nothing.
I couldn't wrap your brain Randy. All the dadisms. Yes. Okay. All right. So let's see what else we have here. And yes, you can refrigerate for longer shelf life. Is there a way to tell when an oil or butter has gone past its useful lifespan? Yeah, it will smell. It will go rancid. Remember, these are plant ingredients for the most part, some animal, as we've pointed out. It will go rancid. It will smell like rotten eggs. It'll smell like vomit. If you have a product that turns, you will never mistake that. It's undeniable. Sam, we have the Copper John shampoo and conditioner with the fenugreek in it, but she hasn't tried that yet.
I have not, no.
Mm-hmm. Her speech suggested for PDA pathological demand avoidance. Sam, I get it. Okay. All right. All right. Crisp, is it a British brand?
I don't know.
I don't
no
think
idea.
so. Yeah. I was gifted a Amazon kit that was made in China. Should I just throw it away? Usually, yeah. I mean, it's so like Viking Revolution, for example. If you told me, hey, I got to get someone into beard care and it's either Viking Revolution or the silicone garbage at the store, I will take Viking Revolution over that, and I will take it over somebody using no products. If that's the gateway, if that's the way to get them started, it is like natural ingredients. But they are sourced in China. They are sent over in a huge shipping container. They likely are in a warehouse for a long time. It's not the worst of the worst, but it's not good. So take that wherever you want to go. If it's something like Striking Viking, horrible. There's a couple other just garbage ones out there. So yeah. Okay, the winds are picking up again. I need that term again, kerfuffled. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Yeah, I go to. Hey, Dan. Hey, Mircha. What conditioners would you recommend for someone with a thick beard like mine? With a thick beard like yours, I would go the more medium to thinner route. Deadman's has one that would work. Dr. Nick's has one that would work. And especially, Mircha, I know you already did an order with them, but the Johnny Ray conditioner that has the squalene in it.
I knew you were going to say Johnny Ray.
You guys,
I knew it.
I'm obsessed with their conditioner. I'm obsessed with their squalene line, or the hemisqualene line. I brought the Johnny Ray's conditioner on vacation. That's the ultimate compliment. If I bring a product on vacation, and I brought it. It was the little glass tester.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I would say any of those would work great. And that would be Deadman's, Dr. Nick's, and then possibly the Johnny Ray. That'd be a great one. And yep, Leo's light. When the product turns, your nose knows. All right. Let's see what else we have here. All right, obviously a little off topic. Dude, have you listened to this show today? Very off topic. But next week, I'd consider writing in about advice on our son who has GDD. Would that be something you'd be comfortable talking about in the stream?
I don't know what GDD is.
Let me see real quick. I'm probably blanking on this one. Oh, yeah. Yes, please, for sure. If we're talking global development delay, 100%. Would love to talk about that. I have friends who have kids that have that. So yeah, Christopher, send in, dude. Yep, I would love that. Willie said the cheap stuff. He's talking about Wild Willies. Dried out my beard. I tossed all the lifted cheap kits that I got for Christmas last year. And you will. I actually made a video about that, you guys. What do you do with gifts that you don't like a beard product? I simply say smile and thank them, and then either store it in case they ask about it or just throw it away. You don't need to educate them. You don't need to, and a lot of people would be like, that's disrespectful. They're wasting their money. Okay, cool. I disagree with you. I'm not going to tell someone. If it's Sam, I'm for sure telling her, like, hey, babe, that's not good. Don't use that. But if a family member or a friend, or back in the day, students would get me like crap beard products, I absolutely genuinely thank them because they were thinking of me. They were thinking of what means something to me. That's my beard. I'm not going to just shatter, because how crappy would that make them feel?
Right.
When you're like, oh my God, thank you so much. In the future, though, if you get me any, this is crap. Please do better. And a lot of people
terrible.
countered me on that video and were like, no, Dan, that's disrespectful. You're having them waste money. No, that's not what gifts are about. And so I would throw it away. But just if they do ask you about it, just it's about why they gave it to you, you know? Maybe a year later, if they're like, hey, how was that beard kit? Well, maybe then. Will silicone damage your beard? Damage is a tough word. If you put it on your beard's not going to die. It's not going to have immediate harm. But you definitely, for a fact, will not reach your beard potential. It does not allow you to go through the natural detox process. It doesn't allow for so many aspects, and it's just not a good look. It's not going to fully absorb. There's so many different aspects to it. So kind of eventually for sure would be where it's at. Yeah.
Kind of eventually for sure.
Mm-hmm. Why do all the crap beard products got to rep Vikings? It's their go-to. It really is. It is the go-to. What bar shampoo would you recommend for someone who's never used one before? Oh, man. Come on, dude. If I had to pick one, it'd be Cold Start from Beard Octane. It's always in our shower.
I love that I know your answers to these. Like, I love that.
Yeah. Cold Start from Beard Octane. After that, any from Johnny Ray. You have a great one, a unique one with Bearded Mac. True North has a great one. So, yeah. Is the Duke Cannon Big Bourbon Beard Oil worth spending money on? No, absolutely not, Alan, especially for a beard of your caliber. And essentially, if you look at the ingredients on that oil, not only does it have bourbon as a fragrance, not like bourbon fragrance, but actually from real bourbon. I know. And then the biggest one is it has hydrated silica. Don't put hydrated silica in your beard. Look it up, you guys. Also, if your toothpaste has hydrated silica, run, because it's used in toothpaste as well.
Oh.
So I did a video on that. They reached out to me. They sent stuff. I had to say I don't recommend it. That's never fun to do with a big company, but you got to be honest. So no, don't use that one. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. Austin, reach out to me, man, on collabs. If I do a collab on YouTube, it's just genuine and something that came up naturally. Do I have people that ask me to collab on videos? Yes. But it's almost always because they want to use the reach rather than they actually have great intentions. So it happens, but it's not as common. I've been burned a few times. How often do you straighten your beard? Every single day. Every single day, blow dryer and a heated brush. Today included. So yeah.
Unless we're in Florida.
Yeah. In Florida, I will temper it. And it's not necessarily based on how I like my beard to feel or look. It's more of the vacation mindset. It's I just try not to worry about stuff as much on vacation. But yeah, every other day. All right, guys. Love this timing. Let's go ahead and Bo baby! Oh, Zach, yes. Have you seen the beard oil from Bath and Body Works?
No.
I think one of, if not the worst blend of ingredients for a beard oil ever assembled. Zach, that's one of the scariest of all time. One of the scariest. I have Noble products, but I haven't tried them yet. It's not for a review, so it's not prioritized in like my testing schedule. The owner is a barbershop owner that's somewhat close to us. And actually, one of my best friends, Doug Sloan, who is a moderator here, he goes to that barbershop. And I've talked to the owner and met the owner and stuff, but I haven't got it in beard yet. It's tough to break that cycle. So yeah. All right. You talked about that one on one night on a Monday night stream. Yeah, I bet for sure. Yeah, Bath and Body Works stuff, straight garbage. Garbage. All right. Link in the chat for a giveaway. If you guys are looking to try a new beard product, from the bottom of my heart, Deadman's have zero concerns recommending them because I know you're going to like it. I know they're going to help you. So I didn't look at the ingredients, but I figured, yeah, it's bad. And it's hard to find the ingredients online. You know a product is bad when you can't find the ingredients on their website.
Didn't we look it up one time? We couldn't find it anywhere.
We found like an Amazon review that somebody put like an actual picture.
Oh
yeah, we did on this show. We couldn't find the ingredients. But we had someone like email us. They're like, I found it. We're like, email it. It was that bad. Bad. So yeah, rough. All right, but we're going to give away a $30 gift card. You guys can get whatever you'd like, including the limited scents that are out for the holidays right now. Something to consider, but just straight up good stuff. How funny is that? You know all my like preferences on products and everything.
Yeah.
And then I love when people watch like my top products video and they're like, this guy's just saying it for money. It's like,
no.
Go see my shower.
Yes.
Go see my shelf. It's very simple, you guys. The things that I like do well as affiliates because I actually like them. Done. Man, yeah, there's so much behind the scenes stuff. I would like this, like that I wish you guys could see. For example, there's a company I consulted with and haven't talked to them in probably 6 months, and they reached out. And about 6 months ago, there was a little bit of mutual interest in pursuing an affiliate relationship. And then they reached out and they were like, hey, still interested in being an affiliate? I'm like, hey, haven't used your products in 6 months. Not really. We can build it. We can work on it. But no, I'm not just going to slap that name on it. So, yeah, absolutely. And yes, please make sure you guys are live. What's up, Tyne and Mike? All right. Get that entry. Good luck on the giveaway. We're going to draw in just a little minute here. And, yeah, that's about all we got, guys. Futsal coming up this weekend. holiday stuff. Kids will be off school. We don't have big plans for winter break, do we?
I don't want big. Oh,
No.
shoot, we do. We have a soccer camp in Ohio.
Oh, and then another tryout in Ohio. So yeah,
we do. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't want any plans.
But those are good ones.
Yeah.
Those aren't big ones.
Yeah.
Dan, on beard stripping days, as long as I have leave-in conditioner, I can use the heated brush, right? Yeah, totally fine. Totally fine. But I wouldn't use leave-in conditioner than the heated brush. Just do your normal routine. Yeah, do your normal routine. Down said, Deadman stripping wash does a great job removing my mustache wax from my beard and all the balm every week. Awesome. So Donald had always used pine tar soap as his stripping agent. And he was like, I'm looking to try something else. What, just straight up, what do you recommend? Out of all the options, I said, Deadman stripping wash.
I use Deadman stripping wash when I have a lot of hair product in my hair and I need to get it out, and it works phenomenal.
Right there, Michael, is when you have a buildup of balm, wax, anything like that, and even just life. We get things in our pores from pollution and food and all these things that a gentle wash just is not going to get out. It doesn't have the pH or the ingredients to get down that low. And so it's awesome. I recommend everybody strips their beard once a week. I'm really big on that. I think daily wash 6 days a week and a stripping wash once a week is the perfect rotation for all beards. And his stripping wash is fire. And he develops all these things, you guys. There's a lot that goes into it. So yeah. Is there a Dan C. Bearded Reddit? So I am on Reddit. I post on the Beards forum. That's about it. I drive like engagement. Essentially, it's to get people over the channel, if I can be honest. And but my main form of doing that, Austin, is my Facebook group. Check it out. It's Commands Corner. There's a link in the description of every video, and that is where the Discord, that's where the conversation, the forum side helps. What's the name of the stripping wash? It's called Stripping Wash. Yeah, there's nothing super to it. Should I be putting product in on stripping days? Yeah, absolutely. Normal oil, normal butter, whatever you go through. Yeah, yep, 100%. Yep, absolutely. Rodney says, don't take this the wrong way. I'm a Sunday stripper. Working for the weekend. There is an establishment of dancers up by where my parents live in northern Michigan. And there is a one-armed dancer who I think works on Sundays. But and you're like, Dan, that's crazy. It's actually a true story. Sam has heard the lore.
The best part is that it came from your parents.
Yeah, my mom tells me
we
that,
have not been there.
No, we have not. So yeah, I have not witnessed this artful dancing at an establishment.
It's skilled.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know how some of the acrobatics are done with one. Hey, more power. One is her name Eileen. Too much. Wait, that's amazing. Yeah. And again, you guys, that came from my parents. and it wasn't just once. It's brought up many times. Many times. Yeah. No. Yeah. Usually, Jeremy, stripping washes are either labeled as the word soap or a stripping wash. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Nope, this is real life. Yeah, this is full wheeze. No, this is real life. Yep. That just got home. Carry on. Miles, you missed. Miles, I actually talked about you today, so you got to go back and watch this whole thing.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, a 7-8 month pregnant. Hey, mama's got to make money. Yeah.
Have to.
Yeah, Michael, it's like resetting your beard. Yes. Yep. One-legged. Yeah, no, this is one-armed, right? I believe.
Yes, one arm.
Yeah, one-armed. Would you recommend a stripping wash more than once a week? No. I would recommend gentle daily, 6 times a week, stripping once, even in a kind of dirty lifestyle. As we talk about dancers. So what? Dan, get your mind out of there. Okay, I'm back, you guys. I'm back. All right. If you see your name on the screen, it's not drawn yet, but if you see your name on the screen in a bit here, drop a comment to claim your victory, and the win is all yours. All yours here, all right? So this is you, say, woohoo, it's me, or whatever you want, just to let us know it's you. Do we have in the building, please, Jason Not G. Wilson, come on down. Willie said, you two are hilarious. I'm so glad I watched. Thank you. And here's another little dirty secret. This is how we are always. We're always like, we'll either get real deep and real intense on our thoughts process, or it's just
or they're just stupid.
Like we're just dumb. Yeah, we're just dumb. So yeah. All right. Woohoo! Let's go, big baby! And look at his girlfriend, $1 Million Meg right there. Come on now. That's so sweet. Awesome. Congratulations. Bryant will get that gift card emailed out to you. And thank you guys for always being there. They're always rocking with the stream. And Meg's always got good vibes. So love that. Wait, where'd that go? No, you come back here. You come back here. There we go. Awesome, you guys. Well, hey. Thank you for riding with the wild show tonight. None of that was planned, but it happened exactly the way it should. Ooh. I think we're all sleep drunk from Bryant not getting enough sleep as a parent, and so
it's so true.
It's what happens, you guys. It's what happens. All right, everybody. If you need anything, reach out anytime. Mike, thank you for those earlier. And you know what? I'm feeling the moment here, so let's go ahead and do a little of our own as well. Just to say thank you guys that stayed till the end and didn't leave because there was a giveaway over. But we are going to donate 5 memberships to the chat as well. So thank you guys. Please explore the channel exclusive emojis. Please explore the slow chat beat, the green in the chat. What up, Ian? What's up, man? Don't judge us, Ian. No, just kidding. Ian.
Oh, we're a
Ian's
mess. We're a mess.
No, he knows. He
It's a lot.
That's us, you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Tina. You are as well.
Tina,
get the time, Tina. Wonder if Ian knows Tina. Not this Tina, but timing Tina. You know?
Timing Tina.
Oh man. All right, we gotta go. This will go on forever. All right, please stay bearded, stay positive. Love you guys.